Steve. I do want to share some information with you. I'm going to share it up here, but we're having some technical difficulties, so I'm just going to have to use it as notes. But a couple weeks ago, some people came to me with some questions about our graduation regalia, in other words, your cap and gown. As many of you know, the tradition has been that we have purple and white gowns. Some people have raised some questions about that. So I did lots and lots of research. Talked to lots of different groups of people. Found out lots of information. So I'm going to share with you the information that I found before I share with you the final decision. Okay? So first off, what I found is the trends in surrounding schools, ABCTL, Wichita, is going away from having two gown colors. No Wichita schools do it still. I researched in the ABCTL, and there's only 4 other schools other than us that do it out of the 26. So the trend is going the direction of having a single gown color. Some people expressed some concerns with the white gowns specifically. They're very difficult to keep clean, right? They're very thin, puts undue pressure on our female population to buy specific clothing to go underneath it so that it doesn't show through. One of the things that came up, white's not one of our school colors. And they yellow over time, so that it's very difficult for the white ones to be used in the future. So those are some things that came out. Some concerns expressed with having 2 colors of gowns, right? We don't guarantee a pattern, which means it's a hodgepodge. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on who sits where and how, right? How many girls we have versus how many boys we have. Basing color predominantly on a student's gender is an antiquated concept. Why is gender even a part of anything that we do in graduation? It has nothing to do with what you're celebrating, right? It does put some undue pressure on students who may be questioning their gender identity. Families who have multiple children can only reuse their gowns if younger siblings happen to be the same gender as the older sibling. Some other additional information, the 2 gowns is a tradition, right? People like tradition. There's a lot of people who are very proud of that tradition and want to hang on to that. However, the background of that tradition is that the tradition itself has changed. Originally, they did use the school colors of purple and gold, and in the 90s they shifted from gold to white. Why? I don't know. That I could not figure out. I couldn't find that out. Okay? So, one of the answers that we often get is, well, we let them choose, right? It's not necessarily just based on gender. But we all know the social pressures of high school, that choice is really a false choice. Okay? That even if you are not questioning your gender identity, even if you are just a girl who might like purple better, or a boy who might want to wear white, that is fraught with social pressures and stigma. Okay? So, based on all of this information and all the conversations that I've had, I talked with my site council, I talked with my student advisory council, we talked with STUCO, right? Lots of different groups that gave input, and this information is what came out of that. So, the decision that we've made is that we are going to go with a single color. However, that's fine, you can feel that way. However, we are also going to add something, and even though this does increase the cost of the cap and gown, it's not significant. We're going to add a gold stole around the cap and gown. So, I have an image of what that might look like. Okay? Now, Brady's here to talk to you. So, this is the official regalia moving forward. Okay? So, I want to give Brady plenty of time. I know that many of you are going to have specific questions, right? If you would like to talk with me about this decision, I am happy to do that. Please set up a time to talk with me one-on-one, because I don't have time to go through all of your questions. Okay? So hold off. If you want to talk with me about it individually, I am happy to sit down with you if you have a specific question and talk with you about it. Okay? So, but this was the decision that we've made moving forward. I think it's going to look much better, and I think that it's going to solve a lot of our issues that we've had. Okay? So, I understand that some of you may be upset with that, but that's where we're going to go. And so, on that note, I'm going to turn it over to Brady to talk about more of the actual issue.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lulling. I appreciate that. Let me say good morning to the class of 2023, right? I'm Brady here with Jostens. Let's see if we can get this back up here. I think you may remember a couple years ago I was here. We were talking about classrooms at that time, and the unfortunate thing about that is we were all in a mask. So I'm happy to see your lovely faces this morning. I'm glad that those days are behind us, but I think I told you at that time, if you progress along, we get to work together again your senior year, and that time has come. So I hope that you are as excited about it as I am. I'm going to kind of skip through my meeting here a little bit due to the time constraints, but I want you to know our deadline for this is next Wednesday to place your order. So Mr. Lulling's done a lot of work for what we call your cap and gown unit. When you see the word unit, that means it's everything you need to walk at graduation. So now here at Valley Center High School, that is the cap, gown, tassel, and stole. Okay? We order all of that together, the graduation announcements, which you have a sample of in your packet there. All of the really fun senior class of 2023 stuff that goes along with the celebration of your graduation year. So, two options that you have to place your order. Forever, we have the one day we're coming, which again is next Wednesday the 12th, but you don't have to wait. All right, you can go online to jostens.com. Make sure you are under Valley Center High School, Valley Center, Kansas. First thing you have to do when you log in, go to jostens.com. They make you type your school name in. Don't go in under Valley Center, California. Okay, you will probably get the wrong color gown and wrong announcements and all that good stuff. But you do have that option. You can do it at your convenience. Online is available 24/7. That probably helps your parents at home and that sort of thing. But we will be here next Wednesday the 12th during lunch. All right, if you have questions, if you want to turn in the paper order form, you want to pay a down payment with cash, all right, all of those options are still available to you, but a lot of people have found, especially over the last couple of years, way more convenient to order online. So you do have that option. You want to make sure graduation is more than just about you, right? Probably had a lot of people there with you along the way, so make sure you have some conversations with them this week, all right? I speak from experience. I've had 3 of my own children graduate from high school. Been a lot of fun every single time, all right? So there's really 3 reasons why your deadline's important next Wednesday, okay? So I guess if you don't hear anything else I say today, make sure you take these 3 reasons with you why you want to order with the school deadline. Number 1, we call it the in-school discount. Right now, everybody's order goes in as the class of 2023 at Valley Center High School. You've got the greatest selection of products and the very best pricing that you're going to see all year long. Okay, so take advantage of ordering with your class. Number 2, custom school announcement. We designed your official Valley Center High School custom graduation announcement so that all of you could have a sample of that for this meeting today. And that's why in your packet, you all have a sample of this. When you see this, I think you will agree the graduation announcement looks wonderful. It is what we call a 3-fold uphold graduation announcement. It will have the date, time, and place of graduation printed on the inside. It's got your school crest on the outside. It's what we call a foil combo crest, little Jostens lingo for you. That means you can feel the design, okay? These are very, very nice, and that is why you have a sample in your packet. This may be difficult to get for you later if you do not order with the school order, okay? I apologize for the lecture. I know you're seniors, but I deal with upset people every year. Comes time for delivery, and they say this was never even mentioned. Okay, so be sure to again have some conversations. We will be able to get you something, but it may not be the official custom Valley Center graduation announcement if you don't order with the class, all right? The third one there, we call it early delivery and time to pay. That means most of this stuff you get early, all right? So it'll ship to your house in about 3 weeks from whenever you order, okay? So again, if you wait till next Wednesday, it'll be 3 weeks after that. You order online, you're looking at about 3 weeks from that time. It's a lot of the apparel, class of 2023 stuff. We'll talk about that real quick here too, okay? So I'm going to run through the order form real quick, okay, because they do let me be your graduation guide, so my job, make sure you're covered with everything that you want, everything that you need for graduation, all right? So the paper order form that is in your packet, whether you're going to turn this in with us or whether you do it online, they are very, very similar. But on the paper packet on the inside, the first part that you see there, all the information about you, okay? So we ask for your formal name. Graduation is a formal event, right? So most of you will probably spell out your middle name. Totally up to you, but how you do it here, that's how it's going to be on the name card that goes inside of your graduation announcements, right? Address then follows. That's the address we're going to ship to you anything you are getting early. All right, it's also the address we will print on your return address labels, one of the mom's top 5 that we'll talk about, okay? So this is very, very important. If you do it online, obviously, they're going to ask you all these questions. Make sure that you get it filled in. If mom or dad or somebody's doing this for you, make sure they're using your name, okay? You're the graduate, right? Not mom or dad. I just point that out because it does happen, right? And then the very last line, that's the one that's going to affect every single one of them. Okay? Because believe me when I tell you, you do not want to look like this guy right here on graduation day. Okay? Your graduation gown is supposed to fit mid-calf. All right? It's not a skirt, real short, what he's wearing. It's not real long at your ankles or the floor. All right? It should be mid-calf. So 2 important pieces of information needed from every single one of you is your height and your weight. Okay? So that is very important to make sure that the gown does fit you properly come graduation time. The gowns go in a range too, okay? So you just want to be close. You don't have to get a physical this week and have a doctor sign off on your height and weight, right? If you're 5'7.5", go ahead and round up. You can make yourself 5'8". I think most of us can get within about 20 pounds of our weight, so you will be good on that, all right? The next 2 options you have on the ordering are the 2 different ways you can place your order with us. We have graduation packages on the front of the form. We highly recommend you check out the packages first. Why? Because we put our packages together based on what seniors order. So you've got the most ordered products, one easy bubble. You get everything you see listed within the package. All right? If you decide a package is not for you, you can turn the order form over and you can order anything that you want whatsoever individually. So it's really a pretty simple process. Packages on the front, all right, individual order on the back. It's the same thing if you're doing this online. When you go online to Jostens.com, the first thing that you're going to see are the packages. You can scroll down, hit the shop all, and then order anything that you want individually. All right, so be sure to check those out and how those work. The cap gown tassel stole unit, okay, we call it cap and gown unit, right? It's included in each one of those packages. The cap and gown packages, you also pick an extra tassel, okay? The souvenir tassel, these will obviously be in your school colors, right? Purple and gold, right? The souvenir tassel is the one that comes with your cap and gown. It's the second one from the right there. So you can see how the 23 is there. But you get your choice of an extra one in the packages. You can do the mascot tassel, okay? We can do the hornet, you can do the stacked 2023 that runs straight down, right? Or the bling. Status tassel, we call it. All right, we've even got a couple of shadow cast choices. The black t-shirt, you would tell us the size. We'll ship that directly to you. You'll have that in about 3 weeks, as well as the hoodie in the second package. Hoodies are popular for all seniors, all right, just like the extra tassels. Okay, but both of those, you tell us the size. They're going to ship directly to your house. Again, you'll have it in about 3 weeks, right? Okay. Now you can upgrade if you want to this year. Jostens has added a couple of upgrades with the crew neck sweatshirt, the zip-up hoodie. There's a teal option for the ladies. That is a shorter cut one. The last package adds the sweatpants, okay? Tell us the size. Again, they ship to your house. All this great 2023 stuff, right? There are a couple of upgrades, again, for the ladies to the stretch jogger. The leggings are new this year, all right? Then we get into the graduation announcement packages, right? Graduation announcement packages. They're all going to include in varying number what I refer to as the mom's top 5, okay? You've got your graduation announcement. You know what it looks like. Best investment you could possibly make your senior year, right there in your packet, right? You send those out, you get back the $100 bills, all of that good stuff to go along for graduation. So you know what your announcement looks like. The photo cards, top right. we've got that as well. Included in some packages, it's an add to others, but you'll design those yourself online at Jostens.com. All right, pick out your photo products, upload your photos, they'll print and send those to you. All right, the name cards, I talked about that. In the packages, the foil border has a class of 2023 and a border. This is what identifies you as the graduating senior. The tissue inserts make your announcement look very nice and very formal to go along with graduation. The envelope seals, you're going to get 2 envelopes for every announcement that you order. There's an inner and outer envelope, so you can see how those seals save you a lot of time, as well as the return address labels. So thank you notes are included in each of those as well. So if you do get gifts sent to you, make sure you send a thank you on that. It's just the right thing to do, right? And then the other packages include some of the more popular apparel items as well that get sent to you early. The t-shirt 2-pack, again, tell us the size, senior bag, and your day key ring. Those are the items that are all shipped directly to you in about 3 weeks. Again, you can spread out your payments through your senior year. Now, if you're looking at the packages, trying to have a hard time determining which package to choose, you'll see the purple flyer. That's the Hornet package. That's your top 10 right there. Okay, so great place to start with the packages. If you want the top 10 items seniors order, that's in the Hornet package on the purple flyer. It's the first thing that you will see when you go online to Jostens.com. All right. All the stuff, all the apparel gets sent to you early. We covered that. Individual order on the back has some more popular items that aren't in the packages if you want to check those out. Jostens has Announcements Plus this year. If you want to create a QR code and a video, you can send that out as well. One thing I want to say about class rings, if you did not place an order before, now is a great time to do it your senior year. You can, matter of fact, you can enter the Senior Gift 40 code, and that will save you $40 off of the price of your ring. Okay, so if you've waited this long, Jostens makes a great deal for seniors. You have to order it with your graduation order. Okay, but you can enter in that code and you can take $40 off the price of the ring that you see, okay? There are some exclusions. You have to have the right rings, but we can talk about those, okay? Now, the third option I talked about, early delivery time to pay. You can spread out your payments all through your senior year, okay? You're welcome to pay this in full now, but best payment plan we have is called Jostens J-Pay, right? You use a credit or debit card, totals your order, divide it by 3 or 4 payments. It's up to you, all right? So we automatically charge that card over 3 or 4 months' time, okay? Great way for you to spread out your payments through your senior year, but yet you will still get the stuff you've ordered that goes out early to get to have it where it's celebrated through your senior year, okay? If you're not on the J-Pay, you can make payments however you like. Our final delivery will be here at school right around spring break, right before or right after spring break. That's when you'll get cap down tassel stole, the printed items like your graduation announcements, any of those items that you've ordered, okay? So that'll be our last delivery, so you just have to have your final payment by then, okay? So, I know that was kind of fast this morning, but our phone number, office phone number, our email address, everything is right there in the packet for you. So if you have any questions this week, please give us a call. Remember, it should be on the sticker on the outside of your packet. October 12th, right? Next Wednesday. So, you bet. If you guys want to go ahead and order it online, go ahead and do that whenever you have the chance. Thank you. Have a great week.
Anyways, bye. I know you're not mad about this, but